Hello everybody. Thought I'd just make some comments today on the federal budget handed down last night by Scott Morrison and the Liberal Party. It was really quite a boring budget, to be honest. I've been sitting here most of the morning wondering what I'm going to say because there really wasn't a huge amount in it. I suppose on the good news, and probably the best news out of the budget, is clearly the economy is doing quite well, and that's obviously a good thing. For most of the commentators seem to think now that the path back to surplus being proposed by the government is manageable and is realistic, I suppose. So that, we take that as it is, and that's obviously a really good thing. So the economy's going well. There's tax breaks have been handed around. I think the tax breaks for low to middle income earners will make a bit of a difference. The way they've done it through a rebate as opposed to a tax cut. Basically what that means is that instead of getting an extra $10 a week in your paycheck, as everybody's been talking about in the media, you'll get a $520 or $530 lump sum cash back from the taxman when you do your tax return, and that does make a difference. That does pay for somebody's registration, or helps towards school fees or school books or whatever the case may be. So again, it should be pretty good for the economy, should stimulate a bit more spending, and obviously for those people who struggle, is some pretty welcome news. For the longer term tax cuts, I think you're a pretty optimistic person if you're going to think you're going to get those. I think for a government to sit there and say they're going to cut tax in 6 or 7 years hence with 3 election cycles to go through is a fairly optimistic proposition. So I'm not even going to comment on those because I personally think there is absolutely no chance at all that we're going to see those unless every single estimate in the budget turns out to be correct, and on a 6 or 7 year basis I don't think that's ever happened in history. The other good news, I suppose, is that super was left alone. There were a huge amount of changes to superannuation that we had to implement last year, and the government has kept tinkering with superannuation. I suppose the best news in that sense was there was not really much news with regards to superannuation at all. There's some tinkering around the edges. You can have 6 people in a self-managed super fund now instead of 4, but again, there was nothing really that I've come across that would cause us to reassess anybody's strategy. So we'll go through clients on a case-by-case basis when they come in, but really there wasn't much in there that causes us to reassess or have to clear things up. Anyway, that's it from us. As I said, not really too much in it. So there's attached to the emails a link to some papers if anyone wants to get a little bit more detail. And of course, if you want to discuss your personal situations, you're welcome to give us a buzz at any time. Thank you very much.